quite a good number, not quite as glamorous as last month, Wessel, but nonetheless going in the right direction again.
Absolutely, Lindsay, and an improvement on last month by a bit more than 3%. So I think in line with expectations and what I think the industry can regard as a very solid month for June.
Let's have a look at the new the passenger vehicles first of all. For once in my life over the last year or so, I've become part of a trend. I'm trending, Wessel, and that's because I bought a very small car, and in fact it's so small that I have to take it to Toys R Us for a service. But that seems to be what's boosting the new car sales in South Africa, the fact that there are more affordable cars on the road and people are embracing that, as well as longer terms on their vehicle financing from 5 to 6 years.
Yes, Lindsay, you're absolutely right. The majority or a large portion of new vehicle sales occur in that sort of entry-level market, if that is what you are saying. But there's strong demand across all new releases of product as well. So the manufacturers have been releasing some exciting new product with backed by some good financial packages, and this also adds to the monthly sales quite significantly.
So it's not just the banks and the finance houses that are helping out as well, it's the manufacturers saying, giving deals that you really just can't ignore.
That's it, the manufacturer and the motor dealer finding ways to make a deal attractive for a customer to change his vehicle. We know that you said earlier to the longer term, so the longer terms make affordability possible for cars that are probably out of reach under normal circumstances or at shorter terms. And then contributions or subsidies to trading in the vehicles and this sort of thing that occur when new models are launched that make it possible for customers to trade out of their existing cars.
Moving away from the sales themselves, what about manufacturing in South Africa? How has that fared since we last spoke?
Lindsay, very good. I think if one considers the domestic sales, we've just had a talk on them, they've gone pretty well, the 15.6% for the same month last year, and then currently year to date, 10.46% up on similar period last year. So from a domestic point of view, really solid. The export market started off very, very subdued this year, but it started to pick up a bit of momentum, and we've seen that there's been solid growth in the last 2 months. From April to May, the export growth was 28%, and from May to June, it was another just short of 20%. So the deficit to equivalent period last year has been reduced from 8% to 4% month on month from the end of May to the end of June. So overall, the health of manufacturing in South Africa then seemingly pretty good.
Very good. If only that was the case for broader manufacturing. What I quite like as well is the light commercial vehicle sales. This time last year, June 2011, around about 11,000, moving up to almost 13,500. The reason I like that is because whenever I see a bucky driving along the roads in Cape Town, I think of a small business owner, and that's of course very healthy for the economy.
Yeah, absolutely, Lindsay. You're spot on. The same can, however, not be said for the heavy vehicle sales. Those have been pretty subdued now. And the feedback that we get from the market is that there seems to be currently a bit of an oversupply of transport capacity. But and these heavy vehicles sales are driven by replacement cycles and obviously contracts and the needs for transport. So we hope that as we go into the second half of the year that there will be some improvement in the heavies as well.